Good evening, FSU. I'm student meteorologist Becca Darish, and I'm going to give you a short overview of what you can expect to see in tonight's episode of FSU Weather. Right now, a live look at Campbell Stadium. Absolute beautiful sunset following our beautiful day. 75 degrees right now. It was a very nice, comfortable day. We've got 70 stretching across the board. 75 degrees in Tallahassee, upper 77 in Valdosta, coldest down in Apalachicola at 69. Forward to the Tallahassee radar, you'll notice there is not much on the radar, just meaning that it's a very beautiful, clear day. We were able to enjoy that sunshine, and that's going to follow us into the night. Across the Florida radar, again, not much. The only thing that's coming are those rain showers across the southern tip of Florida. Not too much over Florida as a whole. For tonight's top stories, high pressure remains in control. What does that mean for the rest of the country? 80s for us in Florida as we move into next week, and showers and thunderstorms ahead. Make sure that you pay attention and join us tonight for our Thursday edition of FSU Weather.
Hello, happy Thursday. This is FSU Weather. Thanks for watching us. As you see in that overview, it looks like we are in for a treat. 80s coming back. I cannot wait. Looks like Saturday will be peaking up into the lower 80s. I'm in fact heading to the beach, and I encourage everyone else to. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. Get out on Landis. Go out to the res. Go out to the fountains. Really just have a great time. It is that spring season, and with that spring season, while it's beautiful in the southeast, across the country we have some wild weather forming. We're going to have a strong area of low pressure will form off just east of the Rockies, and we're going to get tons of snow over in Denver, talking about feet of snow. Meanwhile, in the warm sector, we're getting severe weather forming today and through Saturday with some potential in Texas and areas eastward are seeing some severe weather. So definitely getting to that time of the year where you got to be severe weather ready, and we'll have some days of stormy weather for sure. That might become dangerous for severe weather, but we also get some nice weather. And today it was just absolutely nothing but sunshine walking out. And so we'll take it with the risk that comes to severe weather. We get some beautiful days too. And as we progress through the summer, towards the summer, we will get warmer, but absolutely great weather. And we have a really interesting show today with so much weather to discuss. And now we'll hit to the wall with Dave and see what he has to say.
Yes, thank you, Hayden. No severe weather here currently in Florida. Actually, we had a very beautiful day with plenty of sun and blue skies. And you look over Campbell Stadium, currently that sun is setting in the west. Look at that bright yellow sun out there, and it's just clear skies with a temperature currently of 75 degrees and a wind out of the south-southwest at 8 miles per hour. So how did our temperature shape up with our almanac? Well, today we had a high of 78 degrees and a low of 43. Not really close to any of our record lows or highs, a high of 88 in 1967 and that low of 27 in 1991. And currently the temperatures around the Big Bend area, and pretty much in the mid to maybe upper 70s. You'll see a 77 there in Madison and Donaldsonville, 75. And here in Tallahassee, it is currently 74 degrees. And how about these dew points? Yes, they are absolutely in a comfortable low zone is what I would call it. 49 temperature dew point in Tallahassee, 50 in Madison, just a little bit higher as you get down here to Apalachicola where it's closer to the water. And currently on the radar, not much to talk about. And that's because we are under the influence of high pressure currently. And so we have clear skies and we're high and dry currently. And the future radar shows a little bit of scattering of clouds trying to make its way into the area. But that front that's north of us is having a tough time battling that high pressure because it is in control. You see some clouds rolling in here Friday evening, but no precipitation. Not until next week at least. Tonight's lows around the Big Bend area, you expect lows anywhere in pretty much in the low 50s in your northern counties, and as you get closer to the water there, like St. Mark's, 56 degrees, and Apalachicola, 58 degrees. Expect a low tonight in Bainbridge. Further north, expect a low of about 52. And tomorrow, those highs are going to be even warmer than they were today. You see highs in the low 80s, 81 in Bainbridge, possibly tomorrow, Thomasville, 80 degrees. And over here in Perry, 82 degrees. And here in yours truly, the capital city, 81 degrees could be a high tomorrow. Tonight, expect clear skies. If you have a telescope, might be a good night to view the stars tonight and possibly the moon. We'll be under mostly clear skies with a low of 49 degrees and a calm wind. So not going to be too cold tonight as it has been in the past couple of weeks. And tomorrow, look at that, beautiful sunshine on the horizon. Yes, mostly sunny. We'll expect a high of 81 degrees, and those winds are going to be light out of the south at 4 miles per hour. In the week ahead, well, the sunshine is going to stick around Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then we get into Monday, we have those rain chances start to ramp up, especially on Tuesday. We see 70% chance of storms, and into Wednesday, those rain chances will stick around as that front that's to the north of us is going to slowly eke its way south to us and give us some rain chances next week. But this weekend is going to be absolutely beautiful. So Becca, if you have plans this weekend, look at this temperature, 84 degrees on Saturday.
I know, trust me, as much as I would love to be going out, spending some time outside, I will be studying for a physics exam. Lucky for us, this nice weather is starting to become a little bit more prevalent in the Florida region. For the radar, again, not much on the radar. That granted us this beautiful day and the beautiful days that are coming. The only areas that we're really seeing are in the southern portions of Florida, where they're getting a few showers associated with that high off coast. For the Tallahassee area, again, not much. This is all clear associated with that high pressure that's just off the coast. Right now, we've got a live look at Panama City Beach. You'll see the beautiful sunset following our beautiful days, a little bit cooler than we are here at 70 degrees, but still a nice sunny day. For the Florida radar right now, over on the East Coast, nothing to be seen. Another beautiful day. It was probably a very nice day out at Daytona Beach. Hopefully some people were able to get outside and experience that nice weather. However, if not, there are still a few more days of nice weather to come. Down across the southern portion, that is where you're going to see some of those showers, spotty showers associated with that high, moving across the state of Florida. That is where those showers are coming from. So if you're between Sebastian and West Palm, you might want to look out, bring a raincoat, have some stuff prepared just in case you get caught in some of those spotty showers. Gainesville is currently 74, sitting right with us about. It's a nice, beautiful, clear day. You can see there's not a cloud in the sky. I'm sure they had a wonderful day just as we did. Again, those showers are moving across the southernmost point of the continental United States associated with that high. So just some spotty showers, nothing too severe, no chance of flooding or anything. For Miami, we're looking at 73 degrees, a little bit cooler, some clouds. Again, that is associated with those showers that are coming across, but you'll see nothing too severe or damaging for that area. For our current temps, we're looking at 75 in Tallahassee, coolest at Pensacola and Jacksonville with 69, and the warmest down in Key West, and actually Tampa is rounding us out at 80 degrees. Dew points, again, very nice. Somewhere in the middle, they are keeping us nice and dry. Next 24 hours, we're looking at a drop in temps as we go overnight, and then they're going to pick back up again tomorrow for us to have another wonderful, nice day. You'll see them rise back into the high 70s, in some places even into the 80s as we move forward. Tonight in Florida, it's going to be very nice. We've got 59 degrees, mid to low 50s, stretching across the board. And tomorrow, another beautiful day. Highs in the 80s, one of the first times we're seeing this as we progress into the nice warm weather. Now we're going to take a look at some of the areas of the United States that are not having as much nice weather as we are. Some areas, I believe, David's about to tell us, are experiencing some droughts of severe weather.
Yes, Becca. Springtime is around the corner, but it also means that there is severe weather around the corner, as well as we have that clash of Arctic air and the warmer air to the south, because more solar radiation coming in as we get closer to springtime. So you're going to have the warmer air to the south kind of battling out. And so we see this with the cold front that is draped across this currently this region here, and you see the showers and storms really getting fired up along that cold front. You got that warm air to the south and that cold air to the north, and where you have lots of lightning strikes, those are strengthening storms and possibly even severe weather. And there was actually a severe thunderstorm warning earlier associated with this. There it is. It popped up and it's gone. But yeah, it's also going to cause some flooding in these areas because you have showers and storms training across the same area. So it's dumping rain in the same areas that have already gotten a lot of rain. And here you can see up here near the Paducah radar, the storms moving in, and just lots of lightning strikes and everything. If you're in this area, be careful. I would not drive in these conditions at all, because this is really heavy rain that's coming down here along this front that's draped. And that front's not really going to go anywhere fast because we have a high pressure that is in control and keeping it from moving further south. And here is river flood warnings across the area here, flood watch until 7 p.m. And yeah, just be careful of driving in these conditions, because remember, turn around, don't drown if you're encounter a flooded area while you're driving. And there is a marginal severe threat risk across the parts of the Ohio Valley down in the northern Tennessee Valley for tomorrow, and the severe evening ahead. There could be some storms that pop up and become severe, but the big threat really is the flooding with the rain storms training over the same area. And here's the SPC storm outlook for tomorrow. And we see that there is a slight risk of severe storms over here in northern parts of Texas and western Oklahoma. And there's also a marginal risk from Oklahoma City and Tulsa down near Odessa. And that's actually going to, here's the available energy. This is dew points, and this is rain, moisture available. So we have this red and green on top of each other. That's where you're going to have the most instability, and these storms can really get fired up along a dry line or a cold front. And the stormy Texas ahead, you see these storms firing up earlier in the day, and as the time goes by into Saturday, you see more storms firing up further to the south, and that has triggered the SPC to extend their outlook for slight risk of storms further south into central Texas for Saturday. And you see the future radar, that southerly flow ahead. You can see the low pressure system up here to the north, bringing that moisture in. But then we have a dry line that comes out of the mountains there and really fires up some big storms across parts of central Texas and into Oklahoma. And so if you live in these areas, just be weather weary as the time goes by the next 3 days, because there is going to be some really, there could be some intense storms out there. I mean, we're getting into the season where we have severe weather, and we're actually going to talk about severe weather on the desk. And I'm going to have Becca, what do we have?
So we're actually talking about a little bit different form of severe weather, a different form of precipitation, which would be snow. I know it's hard to think of in this beautiful Florida weather, but actually over in Colorado, they're experiencing their version of the spring, where they typically get the most snow in late February, early March, which happens to be right now.
Right, and it's still winter time, but the thing about this storm is that it is going to dump a copious amounts of snow, I believe 3 to 5 inches, so it is going to be just a major snow event for parts of Colorado.
Absolutely. We're looking at 1 to 2 feet in Denver, and in the foothills, we're looking at 2 to 6 feet. So you can see in that snowfall forecast, we're looking at a decent amount of snow for basically all of Colorado, especially in areas like Fort Collins, and you'll notice that Denver is just outside of that larger radius of snowfall. That's about going to be 2 to 4 feet.
Yes, and travel is going to be very treacherous during this time period, mostly from Sunday through Tuesday. It is advised that if you have any travel plans during that time, to postpone them, because the roads are going to be hazardous during this event.
Absolutely. I have family that lives in Denver, and I would advise all of you, especially my family, to make sure that you're prepared. I know that the people in Denver, they can put up with the snow. A lot of them really love the snow, but it is not something to be taken lightly. So most of you probably have your snow shovels and your ice scrapers, but that's just something to make sure that you have ready and available. And if you're worried about some forms of potentially losing energy or getting trapped in, make sure that you have enough food and enough heat and sources of heat that you can have ready if it needs to be used.
Absolutely. Well, now we're going to turn things over to Hayden, who's going to take a look at the national picture. And so what's going on, Hayden?
Wow, we have a lot of weather to talk about in the national forecast, and we'll start looking at that surface analysis. So really, we're going to jump right into things, and we have our focal point on some heavy rain threat and some severe weather threat associated with this cold front. And we have this low pressure system with this upper level trough going to merge over to Denver with some warmer air dew points, and we're going to get some lifting. We'll get into that. Right now, though, looking at Florida, absolutely beautiful. There are some trade wind showers, really some tropical showers, but nothing too much. Oh, it is dry and sunny for most peninsula, and especially Panhandle, Tallahassee. Today is nothing but absolutely scintillating sunshine. National radar some light rain heading into the state of Pennsylvania, Harrisburg and Williamsport. Just also rain come through, and some more heavy rain through Morgantown, and of course some heavy rain coming into Cincinnati. So do keep your umbrella out. The Ohio Valley is going to be very moist and unstable, to say the least. Some heavy rain progressed south of St. Louis. We can see that severe thunderstorm warning earlier really progressing over Interstate 55 in Paducah. Right now it's just north of some heavy rain. If you're watching us on I-64, do watch out. There's going to be some heavy precipitation, maybe some flash flooding. So this is associated with that cold front, and we have a marginal risk over this area. Hopefully we'll start that severe weather threat. We'll start to taper off as we lose that instability as the sun goes down, and we have some rain-cooled areas. So right now a heavy rain threat looks to be the main issue. Now for the big story today, we are going to look at Denver. Right now we see some snow showers with some orographic lifting over Grand Junction right now. Nice skiing weather, but when this trough and low pressure lifts off into the area, then we're really going to start to see a strengthening low pressure system. Currently it's a innocuous area of showers around Los Angeles and some upper level snow in Nevada, but like I said, I keep foreshadowing, this is going to turn into an absolute monster. Current snow cover, you can see the trough out west with some generally more snowfall in the west, and those cooler temperatures definitely support that. Temperatures in the 50s and 30s versus the 70s and the 80s over here in the southeast. And dew points, you can see why we're having this severe weather threat. We have a huge class of air masses between 60 in San Antonio, 32 Kansas City, 20 Denver. So we have a large disparity in air masses, even a -9 in Albuquerque. And this is just going to add fuel to the fire. This cutoff low is going to progress over to Denver, and we're really going to start seeing something go. But we'll take it first at the Ohio Valley. This showers will continue to taper off through the day. And then by Friday and Saturday, we have a new system coming through, just training over the same areas. If you're watching us in Kentucky, in Nashville, we're home of the SC tournament right now, do keep an umbrella. It's going to be a little bit wet, maybe some strong storms. So for the severe weather threat, it looks like the main line will be from Springfield to north of Poplar Bluff and north of Paducah, really having some raining effects too, some heavy rain. I cannot emphasize that enough. Water is actually more deadly than most things you'll be surprised about. And we can see some scattered showers about here in Springfield after the main line progresses. But anyways, for tonight's lows, you can really see this kind of trough outline here with some cool air, 27 Denver, 44 Los Angeles, and down to San Antonio, 67, 65. So we're getting all this moisture funneling up, including the southeast. And this is where we're going to get that low. This warm air is going to start overriding this low pressure. And warm air over cool air at the surface, yeah, that's going to produce some wintry precipitation. It's going to be a mess. Tomorrow's highs, we can foreshadow some warm air starting to lift up 80 San Antonio, 44 in Denver. So definitely plenty cold enough out west. Support heavy rainfall in addition to a low pressure forming along this temperature gradient. And if you're watching us too in southeast in Tallahassee, 81, 78 in Miami, absolutely beautiful. And then northeast, actually not too bad itself, 58 Boston, 69 DC. That's pretty good for us. I think that is something we'll all take, and definitely a lot to take. So now we're going to hand it off over to Becca. She's going to look at the southeast.
Absolutely. We're going to take a break from looking at all of that severe weather just for a little bit and look back at Florida a little, and then what some of the northern portions of the southeast are looking at right now. You'll see for all of us here in the southern portions, Gainesville, Atlanta, we're looking at clear skies. And in Bowling Green, Kentucky, you can see that that is really bringing in with those clouds some of that weather. However, we are all experiencing some pretty high temps, 74, 71, 67, and 72 across the board. Currently in the south, you'll see the 70s, high 60s, 70s, ranging from 69 to 80 across the southeast portion of the United States. A very nice warm day. So while not everyone had the sunshine, everybody had the heat, which I don't think anyone can complain about, especially not me being from Michigan. Very nice day over large portions of the southeast. For those dew points, surprisingly low. That is again because of that high that's situated just off the coast of Florida over the Bermuda Triangle, which is swinging in up, producing those nice, low, drier dew points, drier than this area normally sees, which is giving us these beautiful days that we can't complain about. Low humidity for us, allowing us to really take some time to spend some time outside. For the areas for wind, again, the wind is generally coming from the south, going to the north as we follow that high pressure moving up across from low to high in this area. So from the south to the north were those wind speeds. Generally, you'll see them move across Florida and then up towards the northern portions of the United States. So a little high in the wind speeds, 14, 13. You'll see them get a little bit higher, 17 in Nashville. For the regional radar, here is this cold front that we have that Hayden was talking about, bringing all of that severe weather. So you'll see that is the cold front associated in the mid portion of the country, bringing the severe weather. And that dry line you saw, the yellow line, that is the border between our nice and the dry air and the moist air that's separated between them. For the regional radar, you're looking at kind of the remains of that cold front that's moving through. So all of these scattered showers that you might be seeing is kind of the remains of that cold front. You can see the severe weather right at the very top as that cold front is pushing along our country. Moving over to the Tennessee area, same type of deal. That rain is just remainder of the cold front pushing its way across the country as the severe weather just north of it travels. And even further over to North Carolina, South Carolina area, same type of deal. You'll see just a few scatters of showers, nothing too severe in this area, not this far south, but just north of them, that is where they're experiencing the heavy rain. Back down in Florida, we just have a few light showers associated with that high pressure coming in across the state of Florida. Here is where the severe weather kicks in. So you'll see just north of where we were talking about Tennessee, right in the Illinois, Ohio, Indiana area, that is where this weather is moving across. So and the thing is, it's moving a little bit slower than we'd like, which is why that rain is going to be a little bit stagnant. That rain is going to bring some pretty high precipitation for the area. You'll see that's about 3 to 5 inches just in these areas alone, right at the border. So that is something to definitely look out for. Heavy rain can definitely be dangerous. A lot of people might be concerned about the storms. Heavy rain can often cause some pretty damaging flooding, so definitely keep an eye on that as we move throughout the weekend. For tonight's lows, we're looking at a pretty nice night for us. Oddly enough, Tallahassee is going to be the coolest, sitting at 49 degrees, however, not coolest by much. We've got 50 degrees in Montgomery, 59 in Nashville, 52 in Charlotte, and then we're in the 60s in southern Florida, 60 at Tampa, 69 in Miami. Friday in the southeast is looking to be another beautiful day, finally getting more comfortable in those 80s. So we're going to be 81 in Tallahassee, absolutely gorgeous day, 80 in Orlando, 82 in Tampa. Mirroring this nice weather that we are having in the southeast is the northeast. They have definitely been experiencing some nicer weather for this time period, as I understand it.
I see that, Becca. It's really nice weather in the southeast. It's also been kind of warm in the northeast as well, but don't get too used to it because your weather is going to change over the next few days and you're going to be back to winter. Currently, the dew points in the northeast are on the very comfortable side, 36 in Burlington, 42 in Syracuse, and 33 degree dew point there in Harrisburg. And looks like the highest dew point on here is Pittsburgh, which is probably a little bit closer to where that precipitation is along that front. So they have a little bit higher dew point going on right now in Pittsburgh of 50. And those wind speeds are a little bit on the brisk side. You can see the winds out in New York. Not brisk in New York, only about 3 miles per hour out of the southeast. But as you get up to Buffalo and Syracuse, you see Buffalo 17 mile per hour wind out of the south, and there also Syracuse at 15 miles per hour. And so that is a precursor of what is on the way. There's actually a cold front that's going to go through the area. That cold front's not going to make it into the southeast, but unfortunately it is going to make it into the northeast and bring along with it some wet precipitation. Here you got some rain here in central parts of PA, and it's sort of diminishing there as we go through, as the daytime heating instability decreases, so these showers won't be as heavy as the time goes on, but things are going to change over the course of the next few days. And you see on the water vapor satellite, see a lot of moisture pluming in here, but look at this plume right here. This plume right here is going to be the moisture that fuels that heavy rain along the cold front and is going to cause some flooding as they get about 3 to 5 inches of rain along parts of the Ohio Valley and northern Tennessee Valley there over the next this weekend. And here's a quick change in the seasons. Well, yeah, today was in the 60s, but guess what? Sunday comes along, you're going to be back in the 30s in the northeast. Wow, what a clash of the seasons Tonight's lows going to be, wow, if you're closer to the coast here in 57 in New York, but as you go further inland on the other side of that cold front, you see 39 in Syracuse and 38 in Buffalo. Tomorrow's highs in the Northeast, well, not as high as they were today. If you're up here in Burlington, 46 degrees for a high tomorrow. Boston, going to be sunny, but it's going to be 57. Those warm temperatures that you had today are out the window because, you know, old man winter doesn't want to let go yet. And so now I'm going to hand things off to Hayden. He's going to take one more look at our local forecast.
Yeah, there's definitely a clash. Forecasters have to choose the good side or the dark side. Hopefully we all choose the good side. But anyways, beautiful Tallahassee. We're on the good side. 75, mostly clear. A warm wind off south-southwest. And the Doak Campbell Stadium always so great. Our hour by hour today. Notice we did have a pretty cool start at 49 degrees, but we rapidly warmed up in the afternoon hours and we peaked at 77. Officially 78, so definitely comfortable and a little bit above average for some years as well. But tonight, Tallahassee, 49, mostly clear. We will have some radiational cooling, so you will want to bring a jacket. The temperatures will drop off faster than you think, even though it's pretty warm outside. Also, you have calm winds, so that's really will allow us to drop our temperatures. We're going to need a light jacket. But this dry air also will allow us to quickly warm up. 81,000 more, absolutely beautiful. 81 Monticello. Look at the scenery starting to form. 72 city marks. We're going to have some onshore flow developing with the cooler Gulf temperatures. We'll get some low 70s in the Gulf and by the beaches, but still be a great time to go out there. Even 73 is very comfortable for them. And 81 for us is just absolutely remarkable. And the forecast only gets better. 82 Tallahassee for Friday, 84 Saturday, 82 Sunday, and our lows start warming up, 52 and 53. So maybe if you're really used to the cold weather, you can put aside the jacket in the morning. In the afternoon, of course, it'll be lovely. And then we look at the dark side of the forecast. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, some brooding thunderstorms and lightning strikes. Temperature is still pretty warm, 75 to 77. And the lows will be definitely warm, but we'll have some moist flow and some heavy rain. Definitely accustomed to a change of what we're used to. So definitely keep an umbrella and just really watch out for the skies. When thunder roars, head indoors. Now we're going to head over to the desk with David.
Thank you, Hayden, for that last look at our local forecast. Yes, it is the clash of the seasons. If you live out in Colorado, expect some wet, heavy snow over the next 3 days this weekend, the heaviest being Sunday through Tuesday. Definitely be hazardous travel out there. And we talked about the Northeast and the Southeast, and look at our local weather. Absolutely beautiful the next 3 days. Get out to the park. If there's any activities that are going on this weekend that are outside, definitely a great weekend to participate in them, as we'll have high of 84 on Saturday, and look at that high on Sunday at 82. These are just beautiful, great temperatures for this time of year. And yes, I know you see the rain there next week, 70% chance on Tuesday and 60% on Wednesday, but that's not here yet. So just focus on this weekend and the beautiful weather we're going to have. And remember to follow us on Twitter, as well as like us on Facebook at facebook.com/FSU weather. And always don't forget to watch us live on YouTube Monday through Friday at 6 o'clock at FSU Weather on YouTube. And follow us on Instagram, and also send us pictures. I want to see pictures so that we can put them on our show. Weather pictures, pet pictures, anything. Anyways, hope you enjoyed our show. And from all of us here at FSU Weather, have a great evening.